Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today we're going to continue our journey in NBA 2K21. So here we go. A message from Archie Baldwin. What's up, baby boy? We got a meeting from with Gatorade today. We want to tell you about the new Knicks button. It's pretty cool, fully customizable, and all that. Anyway, stop by the office so we can work something out. Always fun to do something weird. See. Second. Okay. Team logo. Of course, team logo. This is better color. Black is blue. Oh, no, 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 no. So, ayan na. Purple tayo. So, you feel it on the video event yesterday. Our contract over there said they were thrilled with how it went. Keep up the good work, man. You are building a great reputation for yourself. Stop by the office in the neighborhood when you got a chance to pick up your DC. So, yun. Tapos ng ating um, small event. So, we'll continue our game against New York Knicks. So, let's go. Sorry. Stop mo ano. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go.
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks have young talent and some promising draft picks. For that reason, they feel they're well positioned to trade for a star if one becomes available. The Knicks front office member described that as the best path for them. Guys in the Big Apple, there is little patience for a long rebuild.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Junior. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Rose. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
I think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career.
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Passes it to Robinson. He kicks to Rose. It's Barrett on the wing. Shot clock at 5. That one goes in. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Here's Junior, and he uses the glass on the layup. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Jordan the pass to Irving, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Ano yung bronze? Papa, pasok na sa ako.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Shot's good by
Assist
Durant.
agad.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
It's Barrett on the wing. Misses
Okay,
off the
missed
left
that.
iron.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Junior dishes to Jordan.
Nice
Harden,
one.
that's good.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Robinson. He dishes it to Rose. Over Irving. That one a little long. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Junior the pass to KD. Count it.
Nice assist naman.
KD's got 5.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Teman-teman tayo.
Irving against Rose. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Oh, trying for it. New York, no good that time either. Nets leading by 5. The 3
Nice.
from KD. It's good.
Nice
the
one,
assist that
nice
time from
one.
Harden. KD's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great
Ay,
stuff.
no-open.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Jordan the pass to Junior.
Well
Count
done.
the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Ay, sobra. Ay,
What I love
walang
about
pasok.
Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Rose against Irving. And it's Rose penetrating, and that one drops for him.
And once he
Yeah,
got to
just
the
have a foul.
10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Basket
Nice
counts.
one.
Junior's got 9 points.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
Knicks trail by 9. Rose looking around.
Ay,
Over Irving. Rose, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
ay.
Here's Junior. Robinson with the block.
Ay, Pilipinas, oh.
Quickly, guarded by KD. Pass to Barrett. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score. Didn't care who was on it.
Jordan high post. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
Knicks trail by 9. Barrett with the bounce pass. And Randall throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Lets it go from deep. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Nakabawi,
You know,
nakabawi.
he's evolving his offense over time. Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Pass to Harden. The dish now to Junior. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Junior's got 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Bobbed up there for Robinson.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Irving against Rose. Floats one. Robinson scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jordan the pass to Durant. No good from outside.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the pass to Rose. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Okay, so ulit tayo. Just like isang quarter na ako. Nasa ang quarter na. Okay, kaya mo na yung second quarter. Start. Ilang pa rin 3 points. We got 4 points. Here we go.
For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Randall comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Rose in for Payton. So for the Nets, just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Junior, top of the key. Stolen away. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Junior. And it's Irving at the 1.
Terrific body control by Randall. And one machine.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
And they take the lead. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Nice one.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Quickly guarded by Harden. Back to Rose. To the inside. Randall. That shot off. Good D by Jordan. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Quickly. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Shot by Burks, nobody around. And the Knicks miss again. Nets leading by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Quickly guarded by Harden. Yep, it counts. He's got 10.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Junior. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knicks trail by 7. Outside Rose. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, decision-making is something Rose is really good at. Excellent at reading the defense and then exploiting the pick and roll.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint and getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Knicks on defense. They trail by 3. Harden has a wide open look.
Nice
Good,
one.
and it's KD with the assist. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Rose. Fires from 14, and the Knicks good for 2.
Boy, you look at Rose, and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy's constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Count that one. Junior's got 16 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Burks. And that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Knicks trail by 8. Outside Rose over Irving. And that one hits back iron. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And here's Burks. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Timeout called the Nets.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Feeds it to Junior. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rose, no good. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? And the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Burks with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Knicks trail by 11. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
It's checked in for New York. Brooklyn shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
What's up? 21 points.
Quickly guarded by Harden. Good. 12 points for him.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now Harden. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice,
And
nakawala.
a jam by Harden.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And it's Rose with the ball for New York. A 12-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Jordan the pass to Junior. That's tipped.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Robinson kicks to Rose. Over Irving. Rose can't hit. Nets leading by 12. Here's
Uy,
KD.
patay.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, with platinum level all around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
1:22 left to play in the first half. To the middle. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. Robinson for three. The rebound by the Nets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Passes it to Gibson. To the paint. Here's Rose. And the shot goes in. Rose has got 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Dinwiddie against Payton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Goes up on the wing. That one doesn't drop. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Nets up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It looks like you guys were able to build as the half went along. What happened out there?
Well, we stayed with our defense, and I think we were a little lazy to end that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, and rebound the basketball and get out and get some easy points.
Certainly showed in the second quarter. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Ooh, 7,
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up for the second half. On the court for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Rose. 6 to shoot. Barrett. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Junior with the basket on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Rose, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Jordan up top. The Nets working the ball around now. And that one's good, Junior.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Rose. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Yep, that one goes. Junior's got 31 points.
Boy, Junior's been shredding those Nets. This dude is on a tear.
Outside Robinson. Kicks to Rose. With some arc, and it's blocked by Jordan. Outside Irving. Pass to Junior. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Down low, here's Junior. Around the free agent race last year. For your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
Kawhi's
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Randall passes to Barrett. Knocks down the 3 ball. Barrett's got 11.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
To the inside, Junior. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Rose against Irving, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was...
So, kaya na daw muna ako. Knicks. 170. 114.84. 170.89. 120.89. 91. Quarter na papapasok ko na. No.
So is the Knicks. Merlin's Noel checks in for Randall, and it's Burks in for R.J. Barrett. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Junior's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
That's something we're going to
Bounce pass from Rose. Noel passes to Rose, and the layup falls. Rose has got 20.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
The feed to Junior.
Hello.
That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one.
Hey, when Junior gets inside like that, he knows that's money.
And it's Rose penetrating. Count
Nice.
that one. Rose has got 9 points in the quarter. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Junior. 42 points for Junior.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Dinwiddie against Rose. Quickly. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Nice pack.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Nakuha ko ng start ng fourth quarter. Todo blowout na. Balik
For
daw.
the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Junior subbed in for Johnson. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Harden. Then it's Junior. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Dishes it to Junior.
Ay, mali.
Robinson with the block.
Sakto sa pumunta.
It's Barrett on the wing. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Dinwiddie finds Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Payton. All alone, and Payton throws it down hard.
When Payton's on you, beware. I mean, this guy works hard on the defensive end and pounces on his man to come away with steals a lot of the time.
And Junior throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Noel throws it down.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
Junior. And that one, good. Junior's got 49 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's good on the putback.
Terrific hustle from the point guard, Peyton. His basketball IQ is really impressive in how he tracks down these rebounds. He's got a knack for chasing down the ball.
And a fast break now for New York. Barrett is running. No one near Peyton as he lets it go. That three off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Junior, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward. Boy, Noel is just a long guy who creates a lot of problems for defenders, and he's very good at drawing fouls.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 19 points. To Junior. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Yeah, this is Junior going into attack mode. Rises up over the D and just throws it down.
Here's Robinson. Noel trying to break loose. Robinson misses.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Nice one.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Randall's checked in for Robinson. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? You talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does.
And not backing down from the physical defense.
Nice.
Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
He's off on the second. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kevin, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now he has a triple-double. 10 points, 11 assists, and 15 rebounds. Quickly guarded by Harden. To the middle, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
To the paint, here's Junior, and got it, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Both teams will make substitutions. Hey, Clark, what were your thoughts as a fan watching the bubble play down in Orlando? Did it seem surreal at all to you?
It didn't seem surreal, Kevin. I thought it was pulled off quite nicely, as a matter of fact. I mean, the fact there weren't any real fans there for the most part was a little different, but I thought the court looked good. The players were the best in the world, as they always are. I thought the broadcast came across just as it would in a normal circumstance. I didn't find much different about it other than the fact that there weren't tens of thousands of fans in the building.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
For the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett.
59 points. It's loading down. At pinapahinga na ako ni Coach. 59 points na.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Bumitin pa. Nasa 1-2. Okay. 6% pa lang. Okay. From Nets management, welcome to the starting lineup. We recognize the effort you put into developing your game and are proud to have you as a member of our organization. By now, you probably heard the news about Hendricks Club trade. But we understand that this may be a leadership moment for you both. We hope this shows how much we value the new centerpiece of our franchise and the player we intend to build around for years to come. We look forward to seeing where you can take this organization in the future. The sky is the limit for a player of your caliber. Sincerely, Nets management. So, Hendricks Club is out. So, tasing natin itong progression before we end this video. So for this time, ball handling, not sure. I think, yeah, ball handling tayo. Wala tayo siguro steals. Lateral quickness pwede. Yeah, lateral quickness now. And with that, guys, we're at 78 overall out of 99. Tingnan natin yung iba. Sorry. Fans of 100,000 na out of 115. Tapos stats. My stats. So 59 points. It's the career high so far. Season. So season high points 59. Average team grade is A-, total 64, 3 points na pa, wala pa, free throw 70, points per game 37.7, rebounds per game 1.6, assists per game 5.1, steals per game 1.5, blocks per game 0.1. So, yan, career high tayo ngayon. 20 points per game, 50 points per game, 60 points, wala pa tayo doon. Malapit na kasi sinab tayo agad. So, 641 points na tayo. Minutes per game, 21. Career high tayo. Career high. Rebounds 7, assists 86, blocks 1. Nice natin. Rebound 5, ang highest. Assists 11, steals 5, block 1. So, award so far, player of the week, 1. Let's see what will happen next. Join me on our next episode. Subscribe, like this video, hit that notification bell, and see you again next time.